Okay, so we have our rocks divided up into grain size, and our students did a great job. We have the largest grain size on the right, we have the smallest grain size on the left. They're right and left. And the rocks that we have here are conglomerate, sandstone, and shale. You guys should be pretty easily able to see that the conglomerate has the largest grain size, and then you may need to use your magnifying glass to see that the sandstone has a larger grain size than the shale, but once you do, it should be pretty obvious. Was it pretty obvious to you guys? Yeah. Okay. So now that we know that the grain size is here, let's talk about what environments we would expect to see these deposited in. Would you expect a conglomerate, which has a very large grain size, to be deposited in a high energy environment like a whitewater rapid, or a low energy environment like a lake?
Low energy.
Low energy?
A high energy because it can move bigger pieces.
A high energy because it can move bigger pieces. Very good. So since we have a high energy, it's going to pick up all of the pieces that are small and move them out of the way, and the only thing that's going to be left are the big pieces, right? In a lake, where we get to a very still environment, all of those very small pieces that were drifting around in suspension in the water, when they get to the lake, the water stops, the energy dissipates, and finally all of those pieces fall to the bottom of the lake. So you guys may, if you've ever walked around in the marsh, you've gone out and stepped and went, stepped up in mud up to your calves type of thing. Very fine grain is the same material that this shale comes from. Likewise, if you've ever been whitewater rafting or out in a stream walking, and you walk along those pebbles, the big river stones, right? Those big river stones are very similar to what this conglomerate is made of. In between there is sandstone, which is this material, right? So we have increasing depositional energy from left to right. In a future lab, you guys are going to use a material that we have in your tactile lesson kit to be able to show that exact thing and have larger grain sizes deposited under higher energy, smaller grain sizes deposited under lower energy. For right now though, this does a great job of putting them in order, where we have conglomerate, sandstone, and shale, conglomerate high energy, sandstone middle energy, shale very low energy. In just a second, we're going to look at the composition of